What is 20/20 and can every eye even see 20/20? Well, let's start with what 20/20 vision even means. All vision is reported as visual acuity, or 20 over some number. Basically a measure of how well you can see compared to a normal eye. First, picture some hypothetical target, maybe an eye chart or something more interesting like this painting, for example. The first number just means the distance you would need to be standing away from that painting to see certain details clearly. Let's use the writing on these signs as an example. The second number in visual acuity is how far a hypothetical normal eye would need to be standing from the painting to see the same details. So if you're 20/20, it means you can read the signs in the painting from 20 feet away, and a normal eye can see the same thing from 20 feet away. In other words, normal is not necessarily perfect vision. Now, say your vision is worse than 20/20. For example, 20/30. This means in our painting, you can be standing 20 feet away and read, say, the license plate in this painting. Our normal eye, though, can be standing further away at, say, 30 feet to read the same thing. Since you need to stand closer to the painting to see the same amount of details as the normal eye, your vision must be worse than normal, right? Now take the opposite example, 20/15 vision. This means at 20 feet, you can read, say, the menu in this painting. Our normal eye, though, needs to be standing closer at 15 feet to see the same amount of detail. Since you can be standing further away than the normal eye to see the same detail, your vision is better than normal. Notice 20/20 is not perfect vision, just normal vision, and we measure this using eye charts instead of fun paintings, unfortunately. Can every eye even see 20/20 though? Well, no. There's many reasons an eye cannot achieve normal vision. The most common reason is refractive error, which just means you're nearsighted or farsighted or have astigmatism. And once vision correction is performed, you may be able to achieve these normals. Some eye diseases that prevent normal vision, even with correction though, include things like corneal scars, amblyopia, or problems with the retina or optic nerve. Amblyopia, for example, happens when your eyes aren't aligned when you're very young and the brain is still forming connections between itself and the eyes. Unfortunately, if this isn't addressed when we're young, it can't ever get better since it has to do with the connections in the brain. The retina is the film of the eye's camera, the light sensing part of the eye that sends signals to the brain. Problems like macular degeneration, retinal detachment, or membranes can limit vision at the retina. The retina is essentially an extension of the brain, so many of these diseases are very difficult to treat. We're excited to either help you get to 20/20 or maximize your visual potential. Just because you have some of these conditions also does not exclude you from vision correction. Some of these vision correction procedures we provide can actually result in your best vision possible, and we're ready and waiting to be a part of your journey.